Hello there. Today I'm going to check out, do I really need the Elysia Alpha Compressor version 2? Why I say that? Because I think I have enough mastering compressors that get me through, any kind of job load thrown at me, any kind of genre of music, classical, cinematic, electronic music, heavy metal, whatever. So I think that in between these, the Shadow Hills, and I have both versions of the Shadow Hills. I have this mastering grade A version and the one with the green lights. I have the AMEK, which I extensively use, and I have the Kotelnikov. So I wanted to see if Elysia is something that I really have to get. So from my point of view, having these three that I really like and use on most of the content, I wanted to see if Elysia is going to give me something impressive. Whether it's a better result or result easier to get to, or was it going to be a workflow or anything like it. Let's see what it has to offer that's going to be so different from what I have. So doesn't mean that it won't be good for you, but for me, in between these that I really know how to use and I like to use them, this is going to be something that I have to get. And I'm just going to be using the same song as in the last video, and I just want to check out what's the difference. So the first one we're listening to is going to be the Elysia. So that's the new one, that's the newcomer, so let's try to set that one up first. I also wonder how these auto fast settings also work. So I want to check that out too. I'm just going to try a good result with soft clipping, with everything that's offered. I'm not going to try to have the same settings across all of them. Okay, I'd like to leave it there. So I'm trying to use the soft clip as well, just see how much I can use that to maybe tame some of the peaks that go through the compressor. Let's try some other compression as well, just to see how they compare. And that's it. So let's try the AMEK. Okay, I like this shape better, so let's back off with the ratio. That already sounds good. So next to the Kotelnikov. Honestly, what I really like about Kotelnikov, of course, how smooth and silky it is, but is that I can also limit the gain reduction to, let's say, some maximum that is going to not be exceeded. So let's say like 1.5 to 2 dBs, something like that. Try something else. So what I'm doing here basically is I'm giving it some more harmonic content as well. It does have some slope. It does have some slope beyond 150 hertz. So it's not really catching those ultra low frequencies with the maximum of their amplitude. And also FDR, frequency dependent ratio. It allows me to apply a different ratio of compression to different parts of the spectrum. Right here, using this curve, the Bell A curve, I can apply more compression to the highs and the lows than, let's say, to the mids. So I can ease off the compression on the mids. Okay, and I like the result just the way it is right now. And the last one, of course, not least, is the Shadow Hills. This one is quite specific, has an optical compressor first and then goes into a VCA And with the optical one, we only have the threshold, so we can't control the speed of it, but it sounds really nice and has the extra transformer kind of emulation, so that's also, one of its strengths. So let's try it out. As for the transformer, it's either nickel or steel. I think I'll leave it at nickel. And I like this much compression as like maybe a dB with the opto and maybe maximum dB with the VCA is what I need right now. So let me just compare that. And while these here go in increments of 1 dB, I can actually control that finer right here using this headroom knob. I'll definitely go for the steel. And this is the settings I actually like. So it makes it nice, compact. Now I'm going to compare them. And it's not comparison apples to apples. It's not because I did make different settings, somewhat different. But let's see how they stack up. So it's the Elysia first. Honestly, I like what all of them are doing. If I would have to choose one for this song and whatever the settings, it would either be the Kotelnikov or the Shadow Hills one. Usually, I like these two. I like the AMEK as well. I like the Elysia. It sounds nice. It's easy to set up, has really nice features. It can be, mid-side, has a transformer and a soft saturation and all of that. And I just don't see why I would need it, seeing as I have all of the other ones already. Maybe I test it out some more and I see something really special for it. Yeah, right now, I don't see how I'm gonna be missing out on not having the Elysia's Alpha compressor. Definitely, if you're about to buy a compressor, and you don't have one, it's a really good choice. And you can see all of these on the same example and decide which one you like the best, at least with the settings I made. If you don't like my stupid glasses, say something. If you don't know what I'm talking about half the time, then check out the course at mixingacademy.com thanks to 11.org. It's completely free. If you didn't like the video, do. If you didn't subscribe, do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.